Yeah, so next up we have the CEO, founder of Powerup Toys, and as you can see the product right there, it is a paper airplane drone. So, Shai, do you want to just tell us, like, why would you make a paper airplane drone?
Okay, so paper airplanes, everybody knows what they are internationally. It's something that you start as a small kid. It's maybe your first real experiment, starting from a sheet of paper, folding something, launching it, and it's something that really inspires you. I always loved things that fly. Later in my life became a pilot and a designer. And later, going into making things, this idea hit me, let's put some technology on paper airplanes and extend that thing that flies just a few seconds to a few minutes, control it. Now we have a new product that actually you can fold a paper airplane and buckle up and fly on it and soar over the trees, and you make it.
Right, and there's a camera attached so that you can basically view it. I think so. It sounds like you can view it both on like Google Cardboard, but also just from your smartphone. Is that right?
Yeah. So we designed this product also with great guys at Parrot that helped us design the streaming solution for the Powerup FPV. You have a few options of control. You have gamepad mode, like an RC style. You can record what you're seeing. You can also rotate the camera, so when you take off, it'll actually give you kind of a selfie and show you like a zoom out.
Like what you look like when someone's taking off from you.
Exactly, and it's really cool. And we really took it another step forward, and we're using, the wireless communication is communicating with an app that gives you a split screen. You can pop it in a Google Cardboard and get a really low-cost, efficient FPV system that you can fly.
And so when I buy this, I get the technology, the frame, the camera, the paper airplane I build myself.
You get a sheet of paper. You need to make it.
Oh, you get. So you provide the paper too.
I provide the paper, and you also get a Google Cardboard. You can also connect it to any other VR system that you can fly it.
So I have a confession to make, is that I haven't made a paper airplane probably in 10, 20 years, and when I made them, they were usually not the best. How detailed are the instructions that you provide to actually create these things?
Okay, that's a good question. So the nice thing about this one is that we also put here an onboard computer with the sensors, so you can make a really lousy paper airplane. It needs to fly, but it doesn't need to be symmetrical. You can actually chop off part of the wing. You can fly in windy conditions. I mean, this machine can fly up to 30 kilometers an hour. It's very fast, very dynamic, and it's a paper airplane, so it really blows your mind.
So you guys are actually in the final stages of a Kickstarter campaign right now. I think it's under 48 hours left, but
right.
You're already 4x your goal. You've raised $454,000 last time I checked. What do you think it is that excites people about this project?
Well, I think everybody understands the idea. I mean, you see a paper airplane, you see a propeller, you see a camera, you get it. And I think the core is about it's like an inherent knowledge that everybody has of folding something. It's like riding a bike, creating a kite. The guys out there and some of the girls as well, they want to see what happens. Let's try it. And I think this is a great opportunity.
So I think with a lot of these drone technology, it feels like, at first a lot of the excitement was from sort of these kind of, nerds, essentially. Do you think that this is something that's potentially going to reach a much broader audience than just people who are really interested in drones and technology?
I think, this is our second project of a smartphone-controlled paper airplane, and the previous project raised, we had over 20,000 backers. This 2 years ago. And I think the profile of our customers was very broad. Kids, older folks. It's really all about inspiring young people of making something, inventing something, and trying it out. So I think it's not just for the drone folks. It could be also a great entry-level product for FPV. And it's a DIY drone in the end also.
Sorry, FPV meaning?
First-person view.
Oh, okay, great. So when Parrot was on stage earlier, we were talking a little bit about drone regulation, kind of a hot topic right now. Am I going to need a license to fly this thing?
Well, thank God, no. You don't need a license for paper airplanes. We weigh below 100 grams. We actually had an interesting story last summer that there was some drone pilot that wanted to challenge the FAA, and he requested an exemption for our previous product, Powerup 3, and the FAA actually granted the exemption, so that was kind of funny. But no, you don't need any registration for it. It's a simple product. It's not dangerous. The range is below the regulation, so it's not an issue.
Do you see this as something that people use over a long period of time? I mean, there's sort of like the novelty of like, oh, like cool, like I can, fly this. In this case, I can take a look at, where it's going. Is this something that I'm going to be, still using a year after I've bought it?
So I think yes. I mean, we have experience from our previous product. We recently sent an update that you can actually fly 2 units from your app, and you can create a twin engine motor paper airplane. So this unit it's a kind of a modular unit. You can put it on your shelf. You can put, and after a few months, build something else. You can build from this a boat, a hovercraft that's a first-person view. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So it's very kind of a creative tool.
So in terms of Powerup Toys as a company, I mean, we were talking beforehand, and you were really proud of this idea of really combining technology and paper airplanes. Do you think that for the foreseeable future, that's what you guys are going to remain focused on, or do you think you're going to expand into other areas?
So the name of the company and the brand is Powerup, and it's all about connecting technology with, I'd call it science and art, connecting science and art. I think paper airplanes is a form of art. It's origami. You make it yourself. And the idea is really giving tools to people that they can power up things that they craft themselves. So the sky's the limit. You can do a lot of stuff with that idea.
Have you gotten pretty good at creating paper airplanes yourself?
I'm good, yeah.
What are some tips for those of us who haven't done it before? What are some things you should keep in mind when you're making a paper airplane?
Well, it's the basic idea of origami. Keep it symmetrical. Have nice creases. And there are a lot of videos out there how to make really perfect folding. The great thing about this also is that it opens a lot of opportunity for experimentation. You can bend the wings, you can invent a lot of stuff yourself, and it is a real flying machine. I mean, it doesn't fly because it has propellers. It needs to create lift.
Right.
It really teaches you why it's flying. So it's a kind of a great learning tool.
And I mean, obviously paper, if you sort of crash it, can take some damage, but is the technology, the frame, is that fairly sturdy? If I crash my plane, is that going to be fine? Yeah,
so, we put a lot of focus on this because it's always, and what goes up comes down. So first of all, the essence is that, you're using paper. If the paper gets damaged, you just take another sheet and fold it. The rest of the unit is designed from carbon fiber and durable materials. We also designed it for easy self-maintenance, so everything is like Lego, pops open, and you can can replace parts. So it's very durable. Also, the intelligence in the product that doesn't let you stall or go into spiral dives eliminates the sequence where you'll go into very hard crashes.
Mm-hmm. So how much does it cost?
So on Kickstarter now, the entry level for our hacker package is $129, and for the initial drone is $149. And retail is going to be $199 with everything included.
And what is this? Would you have a name for this specific model?
So we call it Powerup FPV, first person view.
Okay. And when are you planning to ship it?
So our first backers, which are our beta backers, are going to receive it this March. The rest of the campaign is going to receive it in June, and right after that, retail is going to hit around July, August.
For retail, I mean, where does something like this actually sell?
So we learned over time that our products have a kind of a very broad placement. We sell at sea, like Brookstone, for example, also Barnes & Nobles for our more simpler products, Urban Outfitters, but also, of course, we sell really well on Amazon. Online is always the very great place to sell because you can put videos and you can really explain the product very easily.
You guys have a booth here at CES, right?
Yes.
Which booth is it?
74647.
Long number. If I go to the booth, will I actually get to see it fly, or does it also have to stay grounded there?
Yeah, so we're not allowed to fly here, drones. In the past shows we tried it, but we have demos. We could show how the app works, and we have the other products as well, Powerup 3, Powerup 2. So everybody's welcome to come and see it.
What if we just make sure that guards aren't looking the other way? We just
we could try the Powerup 3 maybe.
Okay.
Which is a bit smaller.
Sounds good. Well, Shai, from Powerup Toys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
I think Matt is going to come up and talk a little bit about the hardware battlefield, which is about to get started.